What's going on, guys? Tarius here, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to do the bows, the elemental bows in the Eisendrache. Now let's get straight into it. So first off, you're going to need to get the Wrath of Ancients bow, which you get by just doing these dragons here. I'm showing the locations now. You will need this, and you'll just have to go pick this up, and then we'll start on the Void bow. So for the Void Bow, you just want to shoot this to get the arrow and start the quest. The arrow will come down from there, and it will bind the quest to you. Now, you'll be told, release me. Now, you need to melee a zombie over this square here, square type thing, and it will summon a little urn once you press F, X, or I believe square. Now, it'll say, return that which is scattered. Now, you're going to need to get small Magua looking heads, not Magua, kind of keepers. So there's one here, hard to describe them, but there's one there. Then there's another one just up here on this little windowsill here. Then there's one just in Samantha's room in the little toy box. There's another one next to the double tap perk. There's another one in the teleporter room on this sink. Then there is another one over at the rocket site test, just behind this truck here. Now, once you have gotten all the heads, it will ask you to get the broken souls and will be killed in his honor. I forgot the exact quote. You just want to throw a grenade and lure some crawlers into the circle in which the heads will eat them and take their souls. Now, a little purple orb type thing, soul-like substance, will go into the urn once you have fed enough souls. And then eventually it'll come up with 3 different kind of symbol names. Now, what you're doing here is inscribing its name. Now, it will have different symbols corresponding. Now, credits to Mr. Waffles for this. Just pause it here, and it'll help you out with that step. Now, once you've done that, you want to put his name in. But if you do it incorrectly, which is what I'm about to show you now, it will essentially fill the room up for the round with the angry heads, and it will down you. If you stay in this room, you will down, so do not stay in this room under any circumstances. As you can see here, it started making my screen all blurry. Just be a little bit careful. Now make sure you do it in the exact order it says. Now once you put its name in, you want to hold F onto the middle bit, and it'll put the arrow in. Now grab that, go down to the little box thing, this one here, and start filling up the souls. Now onto the next bow. Once you have filled the souls up, put your Wrath of Ancients in the box where the arrow is, go pick up your new one, and we'll go on to the next bow, which will be our wolf bow. Now there'll be 4 locations for different paintings, which I'll show you just like this one here. Now you want to do it in a specific order. Here's another location here. Now there is another one just above this one here, just in this little area where you get the fire bow arrow, and then there's another one just here. Now you want to make sure that you do these in the order that it's about to show you, credits to Mr. Waffles, in which once you've done that, the arrow will be available for you to pick up just here. Pick up the arrow, and we're on to the next step. Now the next step requires you to shoot a flag just here at the rocket testing site, just above the little red light here, and it'll drop a little skull. Now you want to pick this skull up and take it to the box on where you're going to put it. You want to interact with the one on the right side, the little skeleton on the right side, and a wolf will spawn. Now you want to follow this wolf into its next locations, and it'll start digging. Now, you need to fill it up with souls, and then pick it up, which I'll show you in just a moment. So once you basically fill it up with souls, it'll come back, dig it up properly, in which the little bone will appear, and you want to just pick that up. And now this will happen 2 more times. Now I'll show you the other 2 locations that it's in, but just following it should be all good. Now you pick that one up, and then there's another one just in front of this Pack-a-Punch location, in which you want to pick up the little part once it digs it up. Now on to the next and final step. Now, for this next step, you want the anti-grav, and you need to essentially, without touching the ground, for this entire step, as far as I'm aware, shoot that, and then a little platform will pop up. Now, if you hold F or X or square on it, it'll give you the other arrow, and then you just go to its corresponding box and fill up the souls, and this will be the end of that bow. Enjoy. Now onto one of the most tedious ones in my opinion, and it's the second best bow, I believe objectively, the fire bow. Now come up to the clock tower, shoot the wall there, hold F on the arrow, and on to the next step. Now for the next step, you want to shoot this little red thing after a rocket testing site, so make sure you're at the wall, and just press it there. Now, you will need to shoot symbols, so on your way back from the little rocket site, you want to do that, the little jump pad, and shoot the fire thing just here. Now when you fill it up with souls, it'll come up with this little, like kind of beam, and on to the next one. Now the next one is just located here, in which you can take that jump pad and kill zombies in it. Now the last one is just where the little jump pad is and where the trap is. Now you want to take the one from the courtyard and try and shoot it. Now this will take a few tries if you are not good at it. Now once you've filled all three of those with souls after activating them, come up to the clock tower and hold F on this little clock gear here, in which it'll show you a symbol. Now we're going to be shooting 3 fires with these, so go to each fire. So there's one there with a symbol in it. As you can see, here's the symbol that I need to shoot, and here is the last fireplace. Now for this next step, you need to find your corresponding ring, and then you need to essentially shoot this like little magma kind of pike thing to the campfire. Now you need to shoot it sparingly. As you can see here, this was my last shot, so I did not get a max ammo for it. But once you shot the right fire, you want to go up to it, hold F, and it'll take your arrow. Now on to the final step. Once you have shot your corresponding fireplace and put the arrow in, the little ball in front of this trap will come down, and it'll drop your arrow, and this is the final step. You just need to go down and fill up the arrow with souls at its corresponding box. Now once you've done that, we're on to the best and final bow. Now, first you need to go up to this little eagle thing, shoot it, and it'll pop out the electric bow. Now you need to shoot 3 bonfires. So this one's the easiest. Well, by far the easiest in my opinion. And then we need to go to this one. Now this one's a tricky one to hit. But you can do it if you, well, eventually you can do it. It is quite a difficult step to do. And even now, years and years later, after doing this a lot, I still have trouble doing it. Now for the next bonfire and the final bonfire, you need to go down to the rocket testing site and shoot this one just here. Now for this next step, you're going to need anti-grav, and you're going to walk over these little symbol air thingies on the wall there. They will be glowing, and you need to do it without touching the ground once. So if you touch the ground, you're going to have to go through on all these symbols again. But using wall running, which as you can see I struggled with here, but using wall running, you should be able to run all the way around without touching the ground. Make sure that you do this a few times just to make sure you familiarize yourself. And once you have done this, you'll get the little activation thing, and you'll be on to the next step, which will require getting souls for these little urn things and shooting the bonfires again. So there is a urn location here, and you want to kind of fill it up with souls and then get a charge shot. Now come over here, and I'd recommend using it on the easiest to shoot bonfire here. Now the next urn location is just here. You need to fill it up with souls, do the exact same thing, and try to hit this one. And then for the final one, it is just down at the rocket testing site. Once you fill it up with souls, you'll be able to go up, as the last few, you can go up to the campfire or the bonfire and shoot it as so. Now on to the final step, in which we need to go up to the place where you got the bow originally. Put the arrow in, and it'll have a little kind of cutscene in which it'll get its upgraded form. And then you just need to fill it up with souls, and there you go. You have the last and best bow, the electric bow. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.